Hello, Pacers.
Welcome to your very first installation of GSPN.
Providing you with news and updates on campus academics and athletics.
My name is Mary Cresponzo.
And I'm Kai Armstrong.
Some of the headlines we have for you today include an in-depth look at wrestling at Grant.
Last Monday, Pacers from the school and community took part in the MLK March, with the highest numbers ever produced from Grant High School.
We will also take a look at 7th period teacher who is helping students on campus create a socially relevant media.
Your favorite poet and ours, Adrian Gutierrez, will be profiled on a gift of Gabe and how he hopes to use it in the future.
Grant High skaters rejoice. The skate club is going into its 3rd year strong. We'll take a look into why it's so popular.
And let's not forget about lunch, or worse, lunch lines. What's going on with that?
All this on your first ever GSPN.
You're watching the Grant Sports Pacers Nation premiere.
So let's start off with a look at wrestling brought to you by GSPN reporter Roman Percheski.
Name's Rick Fulham. I'm the public safety officer at Grant High School. I'm also the head wrestling coach for the Grant High Pacers wrestling program. Started the program 4 years ago. We brought ourselves from the mid-range level to the upper level of wrestling in Sacramento. We have a full category of 14 varsity members that are returning. We have 9 JV returning, and we have 0 girls returning. So we're still pulling out more ladies.
Michael, stay inside! Stay inside! Everything inside!
Get your knees up, Darris. Get your knees up.
You know this level!
My name is Lintea. I've been wrestling for 3 years, and this is my first year being a wrestling coach. I'm a CNA. I actually graduated class of 2011. I got involved in wrestling because I was just so frustrated. And I just wanted to take it out on everyone else, and I was just so mad, and I just didn't know why. So I felt, I need to involve in a physical sport because I couldn't play basketball. Soccer wasn't that physical for me, but football was too much. And then they started a wrestling program here, and it hasn't been a wrestling program for so long. So they started a wrestling program at Grant, and I signed up, and ever since then, I just never left.
My name is Bailey. I am a junior at Grant High School. I've been wrestling for 3 years as a varsity wrestler. I got this big goal of becoming the first ever Laotian state champion, where I want to become that guy that becomes the first ever Lao state champion. I have Lao inscribed on my headgear to motivate me and spring me every single time into my matches.
My name is Nicholas Vu. Been in wrestling for my 4th year, so all 4 years. I've been in 3 tournaments. I've won 3rd place in all of my tournaments, except for one of the tournaments. I lost in the 2nd round, and I say I'm a pretty average wrestler. Just got the drive to do anything that I need to do. It's very challenging, and it pushes me to my limit. It makes me who I am, gives me the drive to go forward, don't quit, and that's basically it.
I've wrestled all my life since the 60s. Ex-state champion, ex-state runner-up, ex-national runner-up in the high school level. Never wrestled in college, but wrestled college wrestlers. Everything I've learned from my personal wrestling and videos I put into my program, and I brought it here to Cordova from Grant from Cordova High School.
To get involved was to stay out of trouble, someone else, and to be here for me and motivate me to get good grades, want to come to school and want to be my best and be a role model for others, and my coach taught me that.
Last Monday was the MLK March. GSPN reporter Joseph Allen was there, and this is what he brought back for all of us to see.
On Monday, January 16th, Grant High School participated in the Martin Luther King Jr. March.
Because you know what? This is Martin Luther King's birthday. Martin Luther King did it, and then we're being abused marching. Here we are and have all the sunshine and have choices. This is why we out here. Show other youth they can have choices. That's right.
My name is Paula Darris, and I'm in the walk because I'm a criminal justice, and we do it every year.
I'm Eric Pompey, president of Fresh Coalition, the dance crew at Grant. I'm doing this because, one, I want to represent the crew, and two, Martin Luther King was a big role, player in civil rights. If it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't be able to dance right now because I'm not, Caucasian or any of that. So it's because of this man that I'm able to represent this dance crew, and that's what's important.
We're doing this to show we're mentors for the kids at the high school, and we've been here before, and that we've been set free. And we don't have to go back to the old ways that we used to live.
From Del Paso Heights all the way to the downtown convention center, the day was bright and all the participants had a great attitude.
I'm Crandall Rankins, the coordinator for the North area. This was a vision of a student 12 years ago, that wanted to see a leg of the march take place from Del Paso Heights because Del Paso Heights has just as large a population, African-American population, and historical impact on the city of Sacramento as the South areas. And so, as a result of that, we just carried on his dream, his vision. We started with 200 marches in that first year in 1999, and now we're at like 3,000.
It's actually kind of fun. I mean, you get to exercise, you get to see people, and it's an experience.
And I went to Del Paso Grant High School, and I'm also had kids that went to high school. My grandchild is going there right now today. And she's just proud of her grandma because I'm walking today. She couldn't be with me because she wasn't feeling well today. But I love her. I love you, baby. So make sure you come hang out with Grandma.
So instead of staying at home, why did you come here and do this?
It was good exercise. I also like looking at these people walking because, one, it represents that we are a community and not just individuals. If we all walk as one, we are one. Instead of being, white, instead of being black, instead of being Asian, Islander, whatever, we're all one people when we come together. And a march like this did that for us.
A total of 3,000 marchers left Grant High and joined up with thousands more downtown. Reporting for GSPN, this is Joseph Allen.
Sports are everywhere at Grant, but don't forget about the exports. GSPN reporter Matthew Duray brings you the story of the Grant High School Skate Club.
So how long have you been skating?
I've been skating about 2.5 years.
What age did you start?
I was 14 and a half.
What would be your worst injury yet?
My current worst injury, that would be, recently, a month ago, I broke my pinky toe, and I was in a cast for a month, so I just got off that about a month ago. That was bad.
My name is Akbar. I am a teacher at Grant High School. It's my 3rd year as a skate club advisor. We started skate club because a lot of the students at Grant High School are into the X Games. We're talking about like BMXing and rollerblading, but really the big one is skateboarding. And skateboarding is fun because it's a challenge to oneself. It's not a team sport. You're competing against yourself, and it's really hard. I mean, I think it's harder than like gymnastics and ballet, because it takes real precise precision movements, muscle control. It's really risky and dangerous. There's a lot of possibility of serious injury. But we got approved by the administration. They allowed us to get the skate club, and it's been kicking butt. I think there's this kind of negative opinion of skaters as being like, you know, punks and unruly, because people who haven't met the skating community don't know who they are. They think they listen to bad music and all that stuff. And that's not true. Skaters are good people. Skaters are friendly. Skaters are encouraging. Skaters are people who are physically fit and trying to stay fit so that they can continue their sport. I've been skating now for 10 years, but I'm older than I look. I started skating when I was in my early 20s, so now I'm in my early 30s. So I started late, but I really fell in love with it, and yeah, it's been 10 years now. My favorite part about skating is the support that you get from the other skaters around you. It's like you try really hard to do a trick, and people will come by and they'll be all like, "Oh, you almost got it," or "Oh, show me how to do that." And I think it's really good for a community. I think skaters in general are a little bit off the mainstream, so they need each other and they need to support each other, and that's one of the best things about the skate club is they're really like a tight-knit community of ex-gamers. My worst injury in skateboarding was a sprain on my elbow. It happened here last year on the box over there. I was going down the ramp and coming back up with some of my students, and I just didn't land my trick wrong, so I landed on my elbow.
Well, that's all for your first ever GSPN. Thank you guys for watching.
Tune in next week. My name is Kai Armstrong.
And I am Mary Crisponzo. See you later, Pacers.